Greetings and welcome to Creative Consulting Dreams Inspirational Talk Show. I'm your host, Beverly Brown, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're joining me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whenever you might see this. I hope that you'll like it on YouTube. I hope you'll enjoy the show. I hope you'll be inspired because Creative Consulting Dreams Inspirational Talk Show is talking to everyday people about their goals, their dreams, their visions, but mainly talking to them about the obstacles that they've gone through in order to achieve their dreams. And in that way, we hope to inspire someone to say that, you know, whatever it is that I'm going through, if they did it, then I know I can too. So today, this is such a beautiful, beautiful day because I have someone that is a graduate of Dreamster Academy. She's also a certified Dreamster Academy instructor as well. We've known each other over the years, grown to know each other so much, and we've done so much together. But we're going to get into all of that right now. What I want to do right this minute is introduce to you my sister girl, Ms. Donya, Yvette.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
Always.
You know how it is when we get
Yes.
together.
Oh yeah.
Girl time.
Oh yeah.
So mainly today what we're going to do is just talk about LaDonya Yvette. I mean, if I had to start the show with all that she's done, then we would be finished with the show before we got started. Because even before and coming through Dreamster Academy, she's accomplished so much. But I'm just going to let her get started about who LaDonya Yvette is.
Wow. Okay. Hey, thank you again for having me on the show. I am LaDonya Yvette. I am the mother of 4 daughters and 8 grandbabies now. One was just born yesterday, so I'm excited about that. I am the owner, founder of iWin Global, Influential Women Inspired Network. It's all about girl power. It's a gladiator experience, so I'm really proud of that. And I'm also 15 years, almost 16 years, administrative assistant at Banner Health Hospital here locally in the Phoenix area. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, so I am a busy girl.
She just brushed over just how busy she is, people. So I am going to interject on everything that's going on with her life because we talked about, first of all, we're going to talk about her successes, but you talk about a person that has gone through, oh my God, phenomenal odds just this year. This is 2021. And believe it or not, coming in on January 1st, she had one of the most devastating news of her life, and I just want her to talk about that as well.
Okay, yes. Well, it actually started everything I went through in 2019, or 2020, I'm sorry, yeah, and then it graduated here in 2021, but we'll get to that as well. But moving on to 2021, I went through a lot with my family. My mother and my father both passed away from COVID, actually 2 days apart. That was very traumatizing. My father December 30th and my mother actually New Year's night. So that was very traumatizing. So went through a lot with that and back and forth to California. January was just very, very painful for me.
Yes, it was.
You know, so
devastating time.
Very devastating. You know, my family and I took it really, really hard. It was something about Mom that this loss, we all talk about it. It really, really hit hard for us. You know, not just because she's just my mother, of course, but it just hit hard because of everything that we're going through right now. You know, with the pandemic going on, the stress of working, the long hours of working, and then everything that I was building and getting ready to launch a mastermind, and going through all of these challenges, and then hit with all of that.
Yes.
You know,
just a traumatic time, and like you said, to start 2021 off like that, you know, with your mom and your father, and you know, her mom, she's here in Arizona, and your mom is in California.
Is in California, yeah.
And you mentioned about your dad, but you were estranged from your dad. And found out a little bit later.
Yes.
About his death in a very
about his
strange
death.
way.
Yeah, he's an Army vet, and then I had to deal with the VA and all of that about him. So it was very, very trying time for us, for all of us.
Absolutely.
You know, because my mom lived in California and the restrictions of COVID, and I live here in Arizona. My brother lives in California, so it's just me and my brother. So he was able to go with mom when we got the call.
Right.
I had to do the FaceTime with mom until she took her last breath.
And,
so that was very difficult.
And please, people, understand, we don't know when this show is going to air in the future or whatever, but this is the time that COVID was here, devastating, taking so many lives in so many ways. And for, like she said, just the experience mainly to me that I felt from you is not being able to be there.
Yes.
You couldn't even make a move to go for how many weeks before?
It was
you
like
even had a chance?
almost 3 weeks before, because of the backlog in Los Angeles.
Yes.
She was still not being released to the funeral home for us to even make arrangements. So
couldn't get there to see her. 3 weeks you had to wait. And this is what I'm hearing for everybody now that I'm talking to. It's taking 2 to 3 weeks to release bodies during this COVID period. Just for people to do it. Bad enough you can't be in the hospital when they're sick and hold their hand and not, you know, and not see them take their last breath.
And see, I work in the hospital, so I know what the families go through.
Bring that up too.
I see families all the time going through all of these challenges. They bring their whole entire family, and you only are allowed one person for almost an hour, if that. If that, you know, so very devastating. So with me in the healthcare and know how it goes, it was really, really tough seeing my mom on the telephone like that, you know, so.
Yeah, and I have to commend you. I mean, you're a first responder too. I mean, on intake, you were seeing patients every day, just as close as nurses and doctors were. You were actually seeing the patients as they were coming in, as far as your administrative
What's
duties.
interesting enough is I've seen them coming in, but I also seen them going out.
Too. Wow. So that's a very, very devastating time. So in between all of that, prior to all of that, LaDonya was doing, oh my God, like I said, this program could go on and on, even since I met her from the academy through Sisterhood Extravaganza. We've traveled together. You've done so many things, magazine articles, magazine covers, launched your Power Up. Talk a little bit about the successes of the things going on top of that, and then now where you're leading to as well.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing how when you go through a lot of tragedy or, you know, some obstacles, it can make you or break you. For me, my word is push. It pushes me even further. When that happened to mom and to dad, it really elevated me to a whole nother dimension in my mind and in my thought process of, I need to do what I need to do. You know, I need to really, really focus on, because life is short. I knew it before, but now something about mom hit home for me. And I was like, you know, I just need to just do what I need to do, you know. So in the middle of all of the pain, I continue to push through. I was launching a mastermind throughout the month of January, promoting it. It began January 21st. The Power Up Mastermind. Yeah, the Power Up Mastermind. And it's about 4 pillars of connection, commitment, courage, and confidence. And it is a living an inspired life, empowerment, and confidence journey. For 3 months. It's a 3-month confidence course. So yeah, it was very powerful. I had some powerful speakers. So I pushed through that. I launched it on time. In the middle of going back and forth to California. We had the services for mom on January the 15th. My birthday was the next day. I came back from California and started the mastermind.
Just like that.
Just
and
like
I'm
that.
happy to say she did it, and I'm looking at her because I was a part of the mastermind group. It was extraordinary. The way that she held it together each week when she had it was just like just phenomenal that you were able to do that, you know, on top of the losses you had just experienced. So it definitely powered you up.
It did. I had to
even
power
further.
up.
I saw it in the next level. So powerful speakers she had, wonderful people that attended. And I'm happy to see you. If they can't see, I want to present you with my certificate. It just so happens she brought it today.
I just wanted to thank you for joining and being a part of the Power Up Mastermind. And this is your certificate of completion for such that event, and just want to say congratulations and thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So extraordinary ability to show that confidence is cute, and to find strength to power up so that you can live, lead, and leave a legacy. So thank you for doing it. The program was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful gladiators on the platform, wonderful speakers. So I was just glad to be a part of it as well.
I'm getting a lot of questions about when am I going to do it again. You need to do it again. I may do it just once a year. I'm not sure yet. I have gentlemen saying you're going to do one for the guys, so I have to power up.
Guys want to get involved.
Power up, so I got to power him up now. So it's a good thing. So I'm excited.
It's a powerful thing.
It's a
this
powerful
is your first year doing it, so I see exploding and doing just wonderful things. And just to clarify, because she has what's called your Gladiator Power Up. Well, explain your website and everything else as far as your page is concerned in case anybody wants to join it.
Yeah, I Win Global is my website, iwinglobal.com. All of my information is on there. You'll see my books on there, my everything about what Power Up is on there. Yes, I do have my books here. I have a couple of books here.
Absolutely.
This is my first one. I did this in 2017, literally sitting on the beach. I had a download from heaven, from God himself, for me to write a small book. Gave me the letters, gave me the word, the title, and literally in my ear said, whatever you do, to do it with grace. So it's the 5 keys of grace. So that was living an inspired life.
Right.
Then I was blessed to be a collaborative author of 24 other women with a book called I Survived. Here I share a part of my story about some things that happened to me when I was younger. I share a part of me, very transparent piece of me, in this book along with 24 other women. This is called I Survived. I actually traveled to Indianapolis for this book launch, and it was very powerful. That was very powerful.
Yes, it is.
Last year, I launched August 1st my book Infinity, A Journey to Becoming. This is a very, very powerful book that I am very, very proud of. It is on Amazon. All of these books you could probably get on Amazon and on my website as well. And this is very, very near and dear to me, Infinity, A Journey to Becoming, because it's literally my life journey and helping others on their journey from transformation to getting to where they need to be on their purpose and their goals. There's some talk about forgiveness in order to elevate yourself. So this is a very, very powerful personal development book. And it's an activity book because it's a journal guide as well.
Yes, it is.
So, yes, I'm very blessed to have that. And, of course, the Dream Steer Academy book, that I was blessed to be a part of this book as well. Yeah, so this is really good.
Yeah, that's a good collaboration with your other sisters, so it's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
so,
shared a part of me and with others, a part of us. We each have a chapter in this book as well, so I'm very proud to be a part of this as well. So thank you.
Absolutely. Glad that you're a part of it. And like she mentioned, there are a lot of traumatic things that she has gone through in her life. And like I said, don't know if you want to be bringing any of that up here, but you know, the part, like I said, getting back to your father and things that happened to that, people, you know, need to know that, you know, there was some forgiveness that you had to do with your father even after his death.
Oh yeah, if I'm going to share my gift of inspiration, then I need to be real with people what happened to me. And I'm at that place right now where I'm able to do that because I went through a level of forgiveness, and my spirit is free. I'm free to speak about it, so I talk about it all the time. Yes, I am estranged from my father for over 30-something years. In my younger years, I just share a little quick synopsis of what happened.
By all means.
Okay. I was raised with my parents for a while, but at some point, I ended up in foster care. I don't know why, I don't know how I ended up there. Me and my brother were in there. We have different fathers, so at some point, my father came and went through the process to get me out of the foster care. But while I was in there, of course, other traumatic things happened to me there. I lived with a family, a beautiful family. They really did take care of me. But the adult son, I was actually sexually abused by him for years. and that was very traumatic for me. So if you don't know by now, butterflies is very significant to me.
You're wearing one.
They're very
Absolutely.
significant to me, and I remember as a kid, I just used to always play with butterflies. And when those traumatic events happened to me, I remember not noticing them after a while.
Kind of like your escape
Yes.
at that particular time.
It's the strangest thing.
God will send you things to help you. Like you said, He will send you something to comfort you.
Yeah.
And it was amazing
Yeah.
how you said how the butterflies, how you related
The butterflies,
to them.
they really just disappeared. And at some point, and I just really wanted to go outside and play with my little butterfly friends. I call them my little friends. I share that in
little
multiple,
helpers,
my little helpers, yeah. So a lot of that happened to me as a young girl that no young girl should really go through, you know. And believe it or not, when I went and lived with my father, it actually happened all over again with my father. And so long story short, I went through a season of just trying to find my way, trying to find myself, and literally inspiring myself. And that's where I found my gift, where I found my purpose, because I can remember me really lifting myself up out of my pain, inspiring myself up out of my pain. I can just hear myself just speaking to myself, you know, speaking to myself. So, and this is where I am today. And this is, I'm the same right now that I was back then. I'm the same.
Stronger.
Yeah, I am. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Stronger,
I have overcome a lot,
wiser.
and I have learned a lot, and I have forgave a lot, and I'm free.
Yes. And that's mainly what we want people to understand, is that somebody's watching today. You've been molested or been in foster care. We can go through so many traumatic instances because we know everybody has gone through something, period. Everybody. So at the point, you can either do what you said, you can either shut it down, or you can find a way to build yourself from it, to build up from it. Right. Find an escape, like you said, butterflies. You know, you never know what God's going to send you to comfort you during the times that you're doing it, you know? And like you said, talking to yourself, that's your inner spirit, you know, guiding you through. And you have to be able to be in tune to it, so. And
what He gives to me, I release out to the world, you know, because I give it out to other people as well. I literally get downloads, and then I process it first, because it has to be confirmed within me first, even with my daily posts. And when I put it out there, I'm okay with it. It's free to be released, you know. So I do share. I have to share. I have to release my gift, and we all do. We all do. So.
And writing is your, strong point. I mean, she can literally just write. It's just a beautiful thing. To be able to take your thoughts and put it so eloquently on paper. And trust me, she posts religiously on Facebook. So tell them how to get in touch with you, the Facebook pages, your Instagram pages, all of that.
Yeah, well, last year we didn't talk about everything else that happened to me. My social media got hacked, so everything got hacked. So I am not on Instagram at the moment, but I do have Facebook, and you can reach me at Donya, Yvette. On Facebook. Right now, you can reach me at Twitter at iWinGlobal on Twitter, and my website is iWinGlobalInc.com.
All right, and your Power Up page.
And my Power Up page. Well, I have a couple of groups on Facebook, so when you connect with me on Facebook, then you can see all of the other groups. I have a Gladiator Girl Power group, and I also have a Power Up group as well. Yeah, for the masterminders. So it's great.
And trust me, this segment did scratch the surface of all of the stuff and her accomplishments that she's had over the few years that I've gone to know her. And like I said, we're talking magazine covers. You're an editor. I'm not an editor, but a writer. Come on, tell us about
contributing
that.
writer.
I know you're not thinking of everything. That's why I'm going to pull it out of you to let people know.
That's all right. Contributing author for 3 magazines. I've been on a couple of magazine covers. I spoke at an event near the Essence Festival. We traveled together to New Orleans for that. I'm writing another book as we speak. It's based off coming out of Power Up Mastermind. It's called Powerology 101, and it's personal development tools to help you succeed. So I'm working on that. I have an event coming up in October of 2021, another gladiator event. So it's a 2-day event. So I'm very excited about that. I have done quite a bit. I even have to think myself. I've done a television show. I've been on a religion television show before. I got a lot of offers to do television and to have my own television show. So I'm thinking about that.
Absolutely.
As well as my own magazine. So I'm thinking about that. It's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Like I said, we would need a whole nother segment in order to list all her accomplishments, but mainly you guys can see she's a beautiful person, a beautiful spirit, has gone through so much. Like I said, we couldn't even scratch the surface as far as this is concerned. But I wanted you to meet her, get to know her. Please go to her Facebook page and connect with her. She's got are you up to over maybe 600 or 700 people?
I think it's almost 658, I think.
658 on her page as far as her I Win Global Gladiator page.
Yeah, become a gladiator. Become a gladiator.
And using your words so eloquently, to end the segment, you give them something that would inspire them. What would you tell the person to inspire them to pursue their dreams?
Know that you are enough and believe in yourself and your talent and your gift and what you have. Believe and trust in that. You have to believe it in order to pursue it. And if you don't have the belief, then trust me, borrow the belief from somebody else who believes in you, because you definitely have it. So go for it. Become a gladiator and go for it.
Absolutely. Borrow the belief. That's powerful, guys, because like you said, some people just don't believe in themselves. They just need somebody to give them that extra thing. So find somebody that believes in you more than you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So I just want to say thank you so much, Donya,
Thank you
for being on the show.
Yeah.
Actually, this is her second time. We were just talking about how the show first started because I have a beautiful production crew. Carissa doing my makeup now. James behind the scenes of this camera guy. If you don't know, we started with, you know what? I'm going to do a segment on how we started, right, guys? To where we are today. And I think you'll be able to understand that you don't always have to have your ducks in a row to get something started. This was a vision that I had. It started being produced. Brought LaDonya on. We all just communicated with each other, and we just found out what we needed to do to make it successful. So thank you so much for joining us on Creative Consulting Dreams Inspirational Talk Show. Thank you so much for being my guest.
It's my pleasure.
Absolutely, my pleasure. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, on the YouTube channel, give me some thumbs up. I know you're going to give some thumbs up for LaDonya's segment. That's my producer back there said, cut it. Okay, I got it.
Bye, guys.
That's a joke. We got to make it funny. Thanks again for joining me on Creative Consulting Dreams Inspirational Talk Show. And hey, share the word, share the message. But more than that, start living your dreams. Obstacles will always be there. It's a part of life. But we can all overcome them just as LaDonya did.
By living life inspired.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Creative Consulting Dreams. Talk to you later.